Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Xenos Wisdom *. He tried. He explained why he was late. Why didn't he text fast enough? Why wasn't he in the mood to talk? Why does need time alone? Every time she pulled away, he chased. Every time she looked disappointed, he defended. Every time she said nothing, he said too much. But the more he explained, the less she respected him. The more he chased clarity, the more unclear things became, until one quiet day, he stopped. Not out of anger, but out of the awakening. There's a moment in every man's life, usually after years of bending, pleasing, and over-explaining, when explaining yourself doesn't earn love. It earns permission to bait the invisible moment. Women lose interest. Mr. Dodos. He wasn't a bad man. Who was a good man? That was the problem. He thought if he was kind enough, patient enough, forgiving enough, she would finally feel safe. She would finally love him fully. But what he didn't see was that all that explaining, all that emotional bending, made him smaller in her eyes, because you can't explain your way into being respected. Women don't fall in love with your reasons, they fall in love with your presence, your certainty, your boundaries, and most importantly with the version of you that doesn't ask for love, but embodies it. So one day, he stopped explaining where he was. He stopped apologizing for needing time alone. He stopped chasing what happens when a man reclaims his presence. A closure for conversations she left half. He didn't become cruel. He became clear. He didn't raise his voice. He raised his standards. He didn't zapper, but he stopped showing up in places he wasn't seen. And something strange happened. The moment Hare claimed his energy, she noticed. Her tones softened. Her questions returned. Her eyes lingered longer because now she didn't feel like she had him rapidaire in her mood. She had to earn his attention again. And that right there is the moment the dynamic flipped. Not because he played games, but because he returned to himself. You see, when a man stops explaining two, things happen. 1. He becomes more powerful because his worth no longer depends on approval. 2. He becomes magnetic because the mystery of a man, magnetic shift, clarity over chasing woe, doesn't need to explain himself as irresistible. It signals to her nervous system. This man knows who he isn't. He's not afraid to walk away. So, if you're a man over Hannah or Kunt and Duve, spent too many years proving, explaining, softening your edges, just tobe, accepted, stop. Because the man who stops explaining finally gets heard. You didn't need to justify your boundaries. You don't need to defend your silence. You don't need to explain who you are. Tonyon, who already knows your worth. Have you reached that moment? Leave a kit comment. No more explaining.